Welcome, folks. Welcome, folks. Mic check. Mic check. All right, I'm playing the game. The audio seems to be working right now. Mic check. Okay, I think it's working. I'm gonna play here. So we're gonna do expert, low, Ironman. I had an audio problem with the last one. I don't know what it was. It's not doing it now. So. Alrighty, we can take a look at our lone wolf. Okay, 60 triple star, 7 double star, 69 HP is a lot. 53 triple star. We're gonna call him Binary Happiness. Guy's been watching my videos for a long time. Respect. So, doesn't look like anybody's watching right now, but if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm just gonna play. Let's go 4 and resolve here. Gonna go. Well, do we want to go Colossus here? I think we have to. And I'd like to go Fortified Mind. He's got 54 Resolve, which is pretty good, but... that gets him to 67. We got one more perk here. Just look right now. He's got 53 stam. So he has 108 base stamina, which is a lot. Welcome. Looks like there's 2 new people just showed up. Let's take this +5 for stam here. And we could take another +5. So we got one more perk here. Gifted is kind of an obvious choice. I want to try not to take gifted. We could give him Pathfinder. Let's give him Pathfinder. We got a cheap shield. This armor is not terrible for 65. See if we can get any cheap recruits here. 90 is great. Brawler for 130. Let me just think, because we don't really have a lot of money here. All right, so we're in the north. It'd be nice if I could get 3 guys. So let's do a little math here. If I take the Brawler and the Daytailor, that's 220. So I'll have 430 crowns to buy equipment. We could get this shield. Could get a buckler. Maybe we could buy one of these spears. It's not going to give us any money for armor. Let's see what they come with for armor. I think that's just like a 5. Why don't we try to get this guy first? Okay, he's got a clubbed foot. I don't know. I'll give him a D. This guy is obviously an S here. So we could try a couple of things here. We could try to go somewhere else and see if we can get some cheap gear here. I definitely want to get this shield. Maybe we could get him this bludgeon. So he's got a 10. Could buy this hat for 50 here. Let's see if we get the bludgeon, maybe I can get him this padded leather. He's got pretty decent armor here. Could also, well, I don't quite think we're going to have enough money to get him. Let's just grab the bludgeon. That gives us a little bit of room here. All right, we have to try to find some sort of a contract. Okay. I was hoping we could get something easy. We can try both of these. We might have to fail them. Okay, it's got to be over here. I want to see how much stamina our lone wolf is. We're going to have to use AoE if we're going to win this fight. He's got 63 stam. So we can do like maybe 2 AoE attacks. 63% chance to hit. I'm going to wait. I want to see how he does on his attack here. Alright, so he only got one of them. Four AP and 4 fatigue. Okay. Problem is if I try to break free, there's only a 53% chance to succeed. But if I just hit them, I'm not going to do enough damage to kill anybody. I have to kill them. Looks like we're dead here. Alright, well, let's try it here. Alright, so we hit 2 of them. Alright, well, this run's over. Let's see if we can do another one. That's really not the fight that I'm looking for, by the way. Figured we would have done a little bit better than that with the high ground, but I guess not. This guy's got 79 HP. All right. I mean, there are certain perks that I could give people to give us more tempo, like fast adaptation or 9 lives. I'm trying not to do that right now because if I can just survive the first, like, 1 or 2 fights, I don't want to end up with a bunch of perks that I don't really want to use. So, see if we can try this one more time here. Could give him Brawny, actually. Brawny's kind of interesting. I don't think that's really that bad, giving him Brawny. He's going to be wearing heavy armor. Alright, so that gives him 13 fatigue. Alright, we got a Mason for 150. This is good armor for 64. Could get a Mason with a shield. Maybe one of these. Wow, look at this guy. They don't, you know, it'd be nice if I could get 3 guys, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have enough money, really. He's got 1 cheap weapon here. Alright, so let's see. So if we get him a helmet, could get this for... Alright, I think maybe we can get somebody else, if there's anybody cheap. This guy's 150. So if we got him for 150... what else could we get, is the question. Could get him a shield and... yeah, it's just not worth it. Can't really get him anything good enough. We have to see if we can get a decent contract. Something better than what we did last time. Somebody said something. Hello, what's the planning this run? Any specific build? At this point, the planning is we need to just get through our first couple of contracts because the start is just absolutely brutal. You know, we're in the north, which is not really ideal either. You know, we have like no money, no tools. We just need a contract that we can do. Like, see, this is not a good contract. Could maybe do it. I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it, and they gave us a little bit of money. So we could maybe hire that brawler, give him this, give him this. Let me just see how much money we have. 350 minus 150. Okay, so we could get him a knife and a shield and this armor. So let's do that. I think a lot of times you can't even get 3 guys with this start. You have so little money, so. So we're kind of fortunate that we have 3 guys. Can give this guy the better stuff. Wow. Two good guys. I mean, it's pretty dubious that they'll both live. I like this guy a little bit better, so let's give him the equipment that is repaired. What is this? 16. Give him this and a knife. Do we have enough money for a hat? No. All right, let's see what this is here. Few dire wolves. Okay. This is honestly what I was looking for. I did not want to fight webnecks. I think this will give us probably our best chance here. Let's see what his chance is to puncture. 24. %60 to knock back. Huh. Problem is if we knock him back, they can come back in and get another resolve hit on him. So I think we're just going to have to shield wall with him. $55. Could maybe try to stun this guy. I think that might be a good move. All right, so we got the stun. Now, I think I need to shield wall with him. Like we got some people here. Welcome. This guy can maybe knife this guy down if we're lucky. He's breaking. The only thing is I want to be able to shield wall with this guy. He's got a 40% chance to hit. Let me just look at something quickly here. All right, I know what I'm going to do here. This guy can... He has enough to stun and then shield wall. Let's try that. Let's see if we can stun this guy. Okay, so we didn't get the stun. Now, I'm going to go over here and see if I can use an AoE attack. Alright. I was hoping they would have lasted a little longer than that. It's too bad those guys were, like, really, really talented, you know? Alright, dude, you cannot miss again. Okay. If he's gonna miss twice, then looks like we're dead again. Yeah. Alrighty. I mean, that was unlucky. That was very unlucky. Let's try again here. I think this one probably is the hardest start out of any of them, really, because you have no money. Really, kind of what I was hoping for was like a caravan mission. We just haven't found that. And I think we had a chance in that fight if he didn't miss so much. All right, got a cripple. Prices are not really that good. This is a nice set of armor for 70. We're gonna have to grab that cripple and then hit the road. See if we can maybe get some... This is tempting, too, for 162. Let's just try to grab cheap stuff. Like... we can maybe get this here. Be nice if we could try to get 3 guys this time. So if I buy this, maybe I'll be able to get 1 more guy in another town. Alright, this guy's a good price, 110. Okay, Brigands is better than Dire Wolves and Webnecks, that's for sure. Alright, we can get this here. How much money do we have? 238. So if I buy the tailor, I'll have 128 left. I can get him... He needs a helmet and preferably some kind of weapon. can get him a buckler. So we got 74 here. All right, so we have to, at minimum, get him some kind of a helmet. Looks like we can get this. You know what? I don't think we have enough tools to repair all this. No, we're not going to be able to repair everything. We can give him a knife. Let's give this guy the better stuff because he has more attack. Can level this guy now. You know, I might have to give him something else this time. I'm trying to be a little bit greedy with the perks that I'm giving, because, like, I could just take fast adaptation and maybe even gifted, and that would help us a lot in the early game. But I'm trying to, like I've been saying, if we could just survive, like, 1 or 2 fights, I think what I'm picking is better. This guy has more stamina, 68, so maybe if I give him Brawny, that gets him to 80. Maybe that'll give us, like, 1 more AoE attack. That was unlucky. Shame because you had 2 great bros to start. Yeah. Not a good time to get 2 good bros. Well, we're unlucky again because there's 8 of them. A lot of times there's only 7. Let me take a look at these guys. I didn't really look at their traits. They're both pessimists. This guy's a dwarf. He's got paranoid, and he's a dwarf. Wow. So, you know, if I had looked at that, I would have given him the shield. He could kind of tank for us. You know, I can't allow our guys to get completely surrounded here. That's just not going to work. So my plan right now is leave the lone wolf here because he has a lot of armor. So he can kind of use his armor to tank. And then these guys have some high ground, so maybe the enemy will miss a little bit. All right, this is exactly what we need right now. I'm going to move this guy over here just so he doesn't get killed too quickly. All right, what's our hit chance? 62? 47 is not bad. Let's see if we can puncture this guy. No. We need to make sure that the lone wolf doesn't get stunned. That's the biggest problem here. So both of these guys have maces. It's a big problem. So we have to kill these two guys with the maces. Okay, didn't quite get him. Well, just hopefully he doesn't get stunned. If he doesn't get stunned, I'd say we have it. Alright, fling, 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 wavering. Alright, we did it. We won the first fight. So, I mean, that's really the hardest part of this entire run, so I feel better about it now. Looks like I'm too stammed out to catch that guy. He's coming back, okay. Alright, so that was our cripple that died. Alright, well, we are in business, folks. This guy, I want to see how much melee defense he's got. 12 stock melee defense. Wow. I don't know that I've ever had a paranoid dwarf before. Like, he's got talents and resolve, too. I mean, he could be a pretty useful tank. He's only got 48 HP, so that's a big problem. Yeah, I could go 9 lives. 9 lives would give us more utility now, but again, I'm trying to be a little bit greedy here. All right, let's see here. 2 knives is very nice, so we got nice armor for this guy. Just got to see, really, if we can get one more recruit. We have 2 nice sets of armor now. Actually, we got 4 nice sets of armor. Let's camp here for a little bit. All right, tools. Tools for 303. This is a nice weapon, but we don't quite have enough money for that. We need to try to get... What was this? This was a Citadel. So we could probably get cheaper tools at the Citadel and another recruit. Nothing here really looks that attractive. Could sell maybe a little bit of food. All right, so let's go back here. Let's see if we can get somebody else. And then if we can get one more guy, I actually feel good about this. I mean, I can take fights with 3 people. Just 2 is... 240 is a little pricey. I didn't want to spend 240. And he's a drunk. Let's get a set of tools and... Where's the road? It's down this way. I want to go to another town. I don't want to spend $240 on a drunk. All right, another citadel. It's good for getting stuff, but not going to be any contracts. Gambler for 190. Very nice set of armor for 150. All right, so I might grab that guy. For 190 here. Gambler's a pretty good background. All right, he's decent. Maybe we can give this guy a flail in his backpack. All right, we just have to find a contract now, really. Let's keep heading south. All right. Looks like I got to buy a little bit more food here. Eight thugs, nice. This is a good fight. Alrighty, let's see here. So the guys we got to be most concerned with are just the guys with the maces because of stun. We could try to take the high ground with all three of our guys. He's not going to be able to get there. Alternatively, we could just take the high ground with the lone wolf, have these two guys here, or we could pull back here. So all three of those are options. Could also go back and see if there's better terrain somewhere. Like, this isn't bad here, right here, with these two trees. If I put two guys here, I can put another guy here. I think that's probably the best we're going to do here. Put the lone wolf somewhere where he can do that triple attack. See, this is a problem because this guy can come in and stun the lone wolf. So I might have to... I think I have to move back here. All right, this looks better as long as they come all the way in here. Okay, that's good. I mean, they're gonna come in, so I'm just gonna wait. This is the guy. Okay, good. Saying that's the guy we gotta watch out for. I guess they had 3 guys with maces. Alright, he didn't hit the guy with the mace, though. Breaking. Yeah, I could have shield walled. They were breaking, so I figured it was worth trying to attack him. All right, that guy's done. That's a big miss. If we can win this fight, I feel good about this run. Alright, this guy is good. I don't want him to die, but I don't know that realistically I can save his life. He's stammed out. Come on, hit him, dude. Ah. Yeah. It's too bad. He was good. I liked him. I don't have enough stam to move and attack, so I'm just going to kill this guy. What's up, Catterley? Thanks for dropping by. Alright, I'm going to leave him here because I can't move in and attack in the same turn. I don't want him to get punctured. So we'll go in next turn with him. Alright, so that's going to be it. He lived. Okay, he's traumatized, so... It's good he lived, because we have so little money that... you know, we don't really have enough money to hire somebody, so... Just have to find a way to make use of him. Like, maybe if I could get one more guy, I could give him a pole arm, throw him in the back... Yeah, I think 9 lives is appropriate here. Hubert, I didn't even really rank this guy, so let's see if we can rank him. 54 to Night Blind is a problem because he's not going to be able to use pole arms at night. So that limits him quite a bit, actually. But, you know, we can do something else with him, like he's got 54 attack with 2 stars, so that's good. Like a sword duelist we could make him. I think that would be a good build for him. Fast adaptation would give us a lot of tempo. Again, I'm going to try and be a little bit greedy here. I'm going to go Colossus. So let's see if we can give this guy the better equipment. Assuming that we have tools, of course. Oh, we got a spear. Let's give him the flail. The flail's pretty strong early. How many tools do we have? 15. All right, we just have to get a contract, really. All right, that's what we're looking for. Got a couple of decent, cheap recruits here. That's nice. I think all we need is like a hat if we get a new guy. We have everything else for him. So they have hats for 73. It's kind of pricey, but we can get this vagabond for 70. That's a really good price, actually. Can get that, and then we can buy him a hat, and then we can take this fight. This guy's only got 10 HP, so maybe... Let's see if this guy's... Wow, we keep getting, like, really talented guys early when we can't do anything with them. Interesting. Could be a useful tank if he lives. Where's that other shield? I thought I had another small shield. I think I'm going to equip him with the axe. It depends on what the enemies are using. Be nice if we could kind of chill out here for a second just to repair. If you guys have any questions, let me know, or comments. This is the first time I ever live stream. I tried to do it before this one. I had audio problems. I don't know what was going on. But this one's working, so I'll take it. Let's camp here for a little bit. Let's see what his armor is. It's only 42. I'm going to give him this. He can take that. If we can win this one, which I don't see any reason why we can't. I mean, we've been fighting 8 thugs. Now we have 4 guys. I feel really good about the playthrough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only see one guy with a club. I could move him here and then do the AoE attack and then kind of move my guys back a little bit. So I'm going to do that. Take advantage of this tree we have. This is the guy we have to be careful with. Could even spear wall with this guy. The only real risk here is that he comes in and stuns our lone wolf. That would be a big problem. But it's not as big of a problem as it was before, just because we have 4 guys. When is this guy up? 2 turns. I'm going to wait with him. This guy with a knife is a problem. He can injure my guy, but I really need to do an AoE attack here. We just need numbers here. We need resolve hits. He doesn't have enough AP to go in and attack. This guy's going to get killed next turn. I don't think I can stop it. I can move him over there. If I move him over here, we might be able to get this guy to flee here. Yep. So he's fleeing. This guy with the bat is a problem. Just look. Fleeing, wavering, steady, steady, breaking. I can try to kill this guy. Nice. Alright, we just need not to get... Okay, he did get stabbed, but he didn't get injured. This guy has a shield. I could shield wall with him. What was the chance to hit on that? 45. Problem with attacking is, you know, if I attack him, it's not going to move the needle. He has too much armor. Okay, we can try to AoE these 2 guys. 49 and 71. He's breaking. Right, let's see if he can shield wall one more time. Actually, well... Yeah, Casper's gonna get killed. I can't do anything about it. Okay, if we can get this guy to break... Okay, we didn't get him. Casper's safe, though. Oh my... Are you kidding me? Alright, let's see. Casper is going to chase this guy down. Let's wait for the lone wolf. Alright, we have to attack this guy now. Ooh. Okay, getting a little bit of lady luck here. Alright. Alright, so let's look at Casper here. Our tank. Definitely going to need resolve. Definitely going to need HP. Again, I could be greedy and go 9 lives. I'm trying to be... sorry, I could go for tempo and go 9 lives. I'm going to go Colossus. Sword Duelist is kind of an interesting build. He doesn't really need a lot of stamina. So we can give him other stuff. Like, this guy has a lot of initiative. So dodge is actually really good for this guy. Let's give him dodge. He's got 52 resolve. That's great. It's because he's a gambler. Gamblers have nice resolve. So let's take the initiative instead. Let's see here. He actually has a decent amount of initiative for somebody using armor this heavy. Like, his initiative is around 100. I'm going to take the HP here. Could have taken Stam. He has a lot of Stam right now. All right, so here's where I want to start getting really greedy. We're going to go student with him now because I feel very comfortable right now. So, you know, let's just get greedy, basically. Now, you can tell our guys need to heal up, but once they heal up, we got 4 guys here. We're in good shape. This is actually a pretty decent early weapon, too, the Golden Dag. We got this 70 as well. All right. Go back, grab some tools. Just tools and then contracts, and I think we're good. Could maybe hire like another cheap guy like 120. Not going to get anybody cheaper than that most of the time. Wow. Keep getting these guys that are talented. I did a playthrough recently where it was like, I felt like I couldn't get anybody that had stars in melee skill. Now I'm getting them all the time. All right, let's see if they have any tools. 293 is a little bit pricey, but not crazy. This is really cheap here, 26. We haven't really found anywhere good to get contracts. Like, we haven't found any cities yet. We haven't found a lot of villages or anything. 6 raiders. Okay. That's going to be a bit much at this point. I think that's going to be a little bit not impossible. Now, we could try and cheese the fight and take it with the Harkensea Company. I think that's better than fighting them straight up. And we're going to do that. You know why? Because it's a dog-eat-dog world. We got to do what's in our best interest here. So anything here is good. Even just like, if we can kill one guy, we'll probably get 100 crowns for killing somebody. You can see our guys are really banged up, so we got to be careful. These guys are not in zone of control, so they're going to try to fight us. I just want to get our lone wolf on high ground, really. Everybody is too banged up this fight. These guys' turn is done. Okay. I'm going to send the lone wolf here. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I really want to try to get one kill. We have to get at least one kill. All right, let's try to get surround bonuses here. I'm going to wait with these two guys. Be great if we could get the boar spear. Alright, let's use the lash attack here, because he only has a bandana. I don't want him to run away. He's kind of dangerous, though. I can't really send our guys in. Alright, well, he's dead. Alright, we got one kill. See? 85 crowns, 4 tools. That was good. Decent set of armor, too, for the next guy that we get. So, like I said, we have to get a contract. So, let's see if we can find, like, a city would be perfect. Wow, it was a long way to walk with nothing. Rothstein Fest, 2 days to the northeast. I think that's the Citadel. Yeah, I don't want to go back there. We're not completely desperate yet, but we're getting more desperate. Provisions for the way are provided. Okay. I mean, the thing is it pays pretty well. Like, we could grab this guy for 40 and then take it, and we have 6 bodies for this fight. See if we can get a hat. All right, so taking it gives our guys a chance to heal up. And we'll have a couple caravan hands that can help us. And, you know, we can also always fail the contract if it's just too much. Looks like we got 12 people in the chat now. Appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Few thugs, some raiders. All right, that's a good fight. I'm giving the flails to the guys that have more stamina. Three thugs, 3 raiders, and then there's another guy. So this guy would be a good candidate to flail. The only problem is our guys with the flails are over here. So we could, if we try to move back a little bit, I can try to get our flail guys in better position. Plus, we can also try to use these caravan hands to soak up a little bit of damage. Well, I'm not going to be able to get the flail guys in better position here. All right, if he's going to throw, that really changes everything. I don't feel like we can really sit back here and wait, but going in right now is not attractive either. All right, this looks better. If at least the thugs are going to come in, I feel good about that. What does this guy have for melee defense? 23. I don't feel like these three guys are really strong enough to fight this raider. $23 is not very good, though. This guy has a lot of armor. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to tank this guy with him. These two guys, I'm going to move around to the center. And we're just going to try to AoE with the lone wolf. This guy with this pike is a big, big problem just sitting there by himself. See, that's why I can't let him sit back and throw. It's too dangerous. Well, we have to start hitting stuff, otherwise this campaign is going to be over. All right, that was good. Try to use the lash ability here. That was unlucky. Alright, that was good. We need to tank this guy one more turn. Alright, we need our lone wolf to not miss. Good. We don't care about this guy. He's out of javelins now. This guy's doing a nice job tanking this guy here. This guy has a double gripped flail. Very dangerous. All right, so he's done. Just have to get this guy now. Could kind of send this guy in to get himself killed. I mean, he actually has 25 melee defense. It's not bad. Just to protect this other guy. Could send him here, or we could try to kill him. Killing him could trigger resolve hits on other people. I'm going to send him here to try to protect this guy. Alright, when is he up? One turn. I'm going to wait. I need to wait for this guy. When is he up? 4 turns. Let's wait for him to come down here. I think his shield is almost broken. Yeah, his shield is about to get broken. So we have to move quickly here. I mean, dude, like, we have 8 on 2. Like, you guys could do something at this point, you know, if you wanted to. Maybe do something now. I don't want this guy to run away. He's probably going to run away anyways, and I should probably let him run away because I don't want to lose too many of our guys. We actually have pretty good recruits here, so I'm just going to let him go away. This guy we don't care about, so we can send him in. I wanted him to do that because it gives him minus 5% hit chance. He just got very lucky. I don't want this guy to die. We have knives. We could try to farm him. I mean, that's very, very greedy here. I think that's just too much, to be honest with you. Okay, we missed all of those shots. He missed. I mean, maybe we could farm him now. I'm not doing it just because we actually have good guys. I don't want them to die for a 95 and a 70. This guy was new. Okay, he was good, though. He was an S. But, I mean, you look at what we got. This pike is just huge. Absolutely huge. How many tools do we have here? 18? All right, so everybody has a knife right now. Looks like we got another small shield. Can give this 70 to our tank. And I'm definitely gonna want to use the pike. $150 for an apprentice. It's a decent price. Dogs is very good here. Dogs is great. Tools. Nice sets of armor. Nice helm for 300. Small shields. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. We can't go too crazy, though, because we have to find a contract. I like the price on tools. But these 80s, that's also big, big pickups. Like, we should probably get those 80s even if we can't repair them right now. Can also maybe raise a little bit of money if we sell some of this stuff. Let's grab that. Let's grab a small shield here. So everybody's got a small shield now. Can grab the apprentice for 150. I have enough guys now that I'm going to take one of our best prospects and throw him in the back with the pike. All right, so we got 383. We can kind of repair most of our stuff. Just unequip that for now, so we don't repair that. Yeah, I'm not going to buy a set of tools here. I need to find somewhere else that we can get contracts from. There's stuff over here. I don't know if the road continues to the left over that way. I think maybe I'll just walk diagonally this way. I'm not even going to look at the location. We're not going to be able to take any locations right now. I mean, they might have a contract here. It's possible. All right, bingo. Farmhand for $150. Yes, please. Wow, 42 triple star range skill. That's interesting. On a farmhand. This guy is legitimately an archer. I don't think I've ever had an archer farmhand before. The only problem is he's going to suck for a while, but he can get good. Again, as long as he doesn't die. I don't want him to die, so let's give him some of our better equipment here. Let's give him this small shield. This guy doesn't have a helmet. Let's see if we can get a cheap helmet. All right. I'm going to grab that knife for 12. Where are the tracks, dude? There's no tracks. This freaking game. It's like, if I have to lose this contract because there's no tracks, I'm going to be pissed. Adrenaline? Yeah, absolutely. I love adrenaline. If you've watched any of my other playthroughs, I take adrenaline all the time. Like I said, I was trying to be greedy here. So adrenaline to me is like the ultimate tempo perk. But adrenaline is not always good with certain builds. Like, I don't think it's great with Battle Forged, just because you don't have a lot of stam, and a lot of times you're trying to go stam neutral. Now, with this guy, it would have been good just because he has a crazy amount of stam. So, yeah, adrenaline would have been good, but I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to be greedy. I think that makes sense if you understand that. Let's just let him come to us, and then we have enough guys that we don't have to do anything fancy here. We can just go right up and kill him. I'm going to leave this guy here because I want the lone wolf to be able to use his AoE attack. Okay, let's... So I just used the normal attack there because I noticed that his tonic was what we attacked. So there's no reason to use the attack where you hit the head there. What's up, John? John, one of my most loyal followers. Appreciate everything you've done for the channel, brother. All right. Again, I'm going to wait because I want to do this AoE attack. Okay, well, he stunned him. All right, so I'm going to use Lash here. No helmet. All right, hit him in the head. Yeah, the earlier live stream, I don't know, I was having some weird audio problem where it just kept repeating everything. So I had to close that, unfortunately. I literally, I didn't change any settings. It just worked this time, so I don't know what that means. Guy's got pretty nice initiative for a tank. Did I already give him dodge? No. Can give him dodge. I think I'm going to take the stam right now, though. Let's give him dodge. This guy sucks. We're going to fire him at some point, not right now. This guy I want to fire eventually so that we can get Drill Sergeant if I decide to do that. And also, he's not really a tank anymore because he doesn't have Resolve, so you can't really be a tank if your Resolve sucks. And I'm not going to invest in Resolve because he's got minus 40% to whatever I give. So he would actually be kind of like a good backliner, maybe. He's got 59 attack. We could maybe just give him, like, stam and... We'll just say polearm. Like, when we get a polearm, we can give him a polearm. Let's just... No. Well, why go student? We're going to fire him. I guess we'll just go gifted. And we can do that. Hearing bandits throw death while I'm working feels good. Yeah. That's funny. Appreciate you watching while you're working. You must be doing a good job for your employer. Don't tell us where you work. All right. Yeah, we really need tools here. Let's grab cheap grains. We got to be getting close to the south, I would think, at this point. Yeah. Is there any reason to go to the south? We need medical supplies. I don't think we have money. Yeah, we don't have money for medical supplies right now. Is there any reason to go to the south? Yeah, just a good place to earn money in general. Let's go to the south. $350 to go to a place a day away. That's perfect. Harkensea. It's a little far, but pretty good amount of money. Maybe we find some fights on the way there. Cheap detailer. 2 cheap detailers. 3 cheap detailers. Nice price on a spear. Good price on that 60. Hang on a sec, something's not working. See if it's working now. Yeah, okay. I guess we grabbed a couple spears that last fight. I didn't even notice that. Oh, we got a sword too. Just gonna sell this stuff. I don't think we're gonna use it. $35. Medical supplies are a little too pricey here. Could grab a net. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this contract and grab a couple more of these detailers here. Got one for 90. We got one for 100. There's another one for $130. Maybe we can get him. This is another guy that could be a ranged guy. 42 triple star. So, be nice if we could get maybe like a couple of slings while we're in the south. You know, I'm just going to use these guys as archers. Like, when you get a hunter and he's like 55, a lot of times you get a hunter and he's like 54, 55, no talent. That guy's going to be useful right out of the gate. This guy is not going to be useful for a very long time. But because he has these 3 talents, he's going to end up roughly with the same stats with that other guy that's like 55 that doesn't have any talents. Maybe even he'll be better because the guy who doesn't have talents, a lot of times I'm not going to take ranged skill if he rolls a 1. So I don't have enough pole arms to put this guy in the back, so we're going to have to get a little bit creative with him. This guy just, you know, whatever. So, looks like I got to get a couple of hats. Yeah, it would be nice to have another pole arm. Let's grab these hats. How many tools do we need? John said, gotta admit, I was late to the Battle Brothers party. I think I got the game 3 or 4 years after release. Game still keeps me busy until now. Most modern games are just so bland. Yeah, I know. I'm actually, I want to play something else, but like the logical thing for me to play is Menace. Hang on, let me hold that thought for a minute. All 3 of these ambitions are terrible, so we're just going to do the battle standard. Yeah, Menace is the next logical game for me to play. The problem that I have with the game, I haven't really played it much. Like, the font is very, very small. And I don't see any way to upscale it. Like, I'm not a programmer, but that doesn't seem to me like it would be hard to do, but they haven't done it. 5? Okay, that's good. I don't know why they haven't done it, but it just kind of makes me not want to play the game, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm probably going to play Menace just because I thought about like 7 different games that I'm interested in that I could potentially play, and I think Menace is probably the top pick right now. Hang on, let me just hold that thought for a minute. So, like I was saying, Menace is... The reason I would play Menace is just because I have a lot of confidence in the studio that made this game. Like, you know, anybody that makes this game is going to make another good game. Plus, it did get a lot of good reviews. When is this guy up? 1 turn. Casper's our tank, so I can bring him here. I'm going to wait with this guy because the lone wolf is going to kill this guy. He can cover the body. So yeah, I would play Menace just because I know that it's going to be good. But at the same time, there's other games that just interest me a little bit more than Menace. Like, there's a game called Mugenics that's out there that I'm probably going to be buying soon. If any of you guys have played it, let me know. I would just, if you don't know the game, it's kind of like, it's a roguelite, so, you know, you do like run, you do one run at a time, basically. And every time you do it, you get different stuff. But it has turn-based combat, and the only thing with that is I'm not sure how good the turn-based combat is. Like, that's always the challenge for me. Like, a lot of games have turn-based combat, not a lot of games have great turn-based combat. Like, this game has great turn-based combat. If this game did not have great turn-based combat, I would not be playing it today. Because, you know, I'm barely making any money off this channel, if you guys didn't know that. I just got monetized recently. I got 1,000 followers recently, so I'm actually earning money, but it's like, it's basically nothing. So I'm not going to sit here and play games that I don't really like. If I don't like the game, it doesn't have any value to me. So I have to find something else. Another nice fight here. Can try to get some slings here. Let's get very greedy here. I think we're fine, so might as well. Eugenics is sick. You like it? Yeah, it looks really good. Like, it's the guy who made Binding of Isaac, which I never really played. I love roguelites, by the way. You guys don't know that because you've only seen me play Battle Brothers, but I mean, I play over 1,000 hours in Slay the Spire easily. We're going to have to go in here because they have the range superiority. So they're not going to come in. But I haven't just played Slay the Spire. I play, I like bullet hell games. So, you know, what is the one that I like? Nuclear Throne is, like, I played hundreds of hours of Nuclear Throne. I'm not really that good at it, but I don't care just because it's so much fun. The other thing with the games is, like, I'm not just going to play anything. It needs to be a game that people care about, because if people don't care about the game, nobody's going to watch the videos, you know? The other game that I've been playing a lot on my phone, believe it or not, is Balatro. I didn't like it at first because I was like, it's kind of broken, but once you start playing on harder difficulty levels, yeah, it's a very, very interesting game. And a lot of people are into it, so it's the sort of thing that I could grow the channel on. But I would have to get good at the game, which I don't know how long that would take me to get good at the game, and I don't know if I have the energy to get good at another game. It's just a big time commitment. Oh, don't kill that guy. Parry Slop Games? What is that? I'm trying to save this guy's life right now. Okay, looks like we successfully saved his life. I'll tell you the games that I was thinking about playing, and you guys can tell me if you've played them or if anything you want me to play any of these. Slay the Spire 2. That one has a huge following. And like I said, I played the original with Ironclad, and I'm very good with Ironclad, so I could presumably get better. I could presumably get good enough. I would have to play Ascension 10 for anybody to care about what I'm doing, but that's an option. You know, like, and then somebody had recommended Star Sector, which I didn't even really know that game, but I looked at it and it seems really cool. Kind of similar to Battle Brothers. Like, there's, you know, different events and stuff. So I was thinking about Star Sector. Another game that I played a lot of the original was Endless Legend. So they have a sequel out now. It's in early access. I don't know how good the game is, because I don't own it right now. And it doesn't seem like there's a huge following for the game, so that one is less likely. There's also another game coming out, Brigandine Abyss. Brigandine was a game for PlayStation 1, that one of my favorite tactical games of all time. And they released 2 other ones, Renergia and now Abyss. Hang on, let me think about this. Tanaweiler, 240. All right. I want to see if I can grab some tools here before I take that. Yeah, so like I said, Brigandine Abyss is coming out. You know what? I didn't even notice this harbor's here. All right, well, I'm not going to spend that much. So Brigandine Abyss, they had a demo for it. I downloaded it. Ooh, we can get medical supplies here. I don't know. The game, I'm waiting to see on that one because I'm not convinced that the game is going to be good. You know, like, I feel like they're optimizing the wrong things in that game. Like, somebody that buys a tactical, a turn-based tactics, you know, grand strategy game, like, just give us what we want. Like, we want good strategy. We want good tactics. Why do we have all these cutscenes with all these, you know, NPCs and all this story? And not only that, but we know that the story was, like, low budget. You got, like, 3 interns from a local community college to write the story for free. So, like, we know that the story is going to suck. So, I don't get these companies. Like, I feel like if I was an executive in these companies, we could make much better products than what we do. Just as a player, like, I know what players like, you know? Like, dude, we don't care about cutscenes. Like, your story, get over yourself. Your story is not going to be interesting. I'm sorry. It's not going to be good. This is cool. Farmhand Archer. I'm going to give him the initiative. Let's go student. Let's go student on our Farmhand Archer. This guy's going to be our sword duelist. Let's see what we're going to do here. This guy rolled +5 on HP. He already has a lot of HP, though. He's not going to need a lot of stamina. Let's go a little bit more resolve, I think, for him. And I'm going to go student on him as well. Okay, we can get rid of these bucklers now. Oh, hey, we got a nomad sling. This guy's only got 46 attack. I don't know. Maybe he can get a little bit done with that. Got a 50 helm, too. Let's give this guy the sword. Flail is good as a backup weapon. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Looks like we got 21 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. I was initially put off by the bros not having limbs. Me too. Me too. Parry slop games. Games like Neo or Souls. Okay, yeah. Grim Dawn. Yeah, I've played Grim Dawn, actually. I don't think it's that good. I'm sorry. You know what it is? Hang on. Let me... I'm trying to think of what to say to you guys and then not suck at the game. It's kind of hard. I'm not good at multitasking. Let me grab a little bit of food here. We don't really have a lot of money. I wish I could grab those dogs. Maybe we can sell some of this stuff. It'd be nice to have like one dog, just so we could chase people down. You know what? I'm not going to get it because I need to get the battle standard. I have to save money. Trying to remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, Grim Dawn. You know, I'm 43 years old, so I grew up playing, like, all the old Blizzard games. Before Blizzard got acquired, like, they were hands down the best video game company. Nobody else comes even close. Deliver cargo to Gerhard. Okay, that's a lot of money, actually. We're getting good money on these delivery contracts. Four days worth of food. I'd like to grab another pole arm, but I'm going to try not to. Like I said, I want to get that battle standard. We have 9 guys. Like I feel comfortable with how many guys we have. So yeah, I was saying Blizzard, like back in the day, I played a lot of StarCraft 1 when I was in high school. Amazing game. I still follow it to this day, actually. I don't play anymore just because my wrists are screwed up. But yeah, that's really the whole reason I play these turn-based games. Like I love turn-based games, but like, you know, if my wrists were not screwed up, I'd be playing a lot of other stuff. I play a lot of racing games like WRC, EA WRC. WRC is one. Dirt Rally 2.0. I was thinking of getting, actually, into, like, sim racing. They have people that, like, you build a sim rig and then you just, like, kind of like you're in an arcade. You just sit in the seat and you just play. But... you know, I was like, first of all, am I really going to use this? And then do I really want to spend like $2,000 on this? All right, yeah, going back to Grim Dawn, I played a lot of Diablo 1. Diablo 1, the best Diablo ever, in my opinion. Ross Sanan. All right, let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep trying to make a little bit of money. So Diablo 1, what was so great about it was the fact that your guy couldn't run. So because your guy couldn't run, the enemies moved as fast as you, if not faster. So you couldn't just like get a bunch of charms to go faster. Few marksmen, some raiders. Ooh. This is a risky fight here. What is this guy? Got a permanent injury? No. I don't think we can do this. Not with the marksman. It's a little bit too much right now. Oh, shit. Damn it, I paused the game. All right, well, I guess we get to look at the fight here. think the problem is we don't have enough armor. We don't have enough headgear. This guy's in a 20. Let me just think about this here. Yeah, I don't think so, guys. We just don't have enough armor. So I shouldn't even be in this fight right now. Yeah, so I was saying with Diablo 1, combat was really good because your guy didn't have any abilities. Like, if you play the warrior, I used to play the warrior. I've beaten that game probably at least 20, 25 times. If you play the warrior, he just has a basic attack. And it's not fast. And if somebody hits you during the animation, your attack is canceled. So it made the game almost like a tactical action game. Kind of like Resident Evil 4, where you had to be intentional about like how you took engagements. Like, a big thing in Diablo 1 was like fighting guys in doorways just so they couldn't swarm you. When Diablo 2 came out, it was massive because it was like the first amazing action RPG that we had ever seen. And like me and my friends just played that one to death. Okay, but in retrospect, that game is not as good as Diablo 1. And the reason for that is it ended up becoming about just getting your guys stronger and stronger so you can basically just spam attacks over and over again. Okay? Where is this guy going, by the way? So for that reason, it kind of became like a stat check game. And then like when PvP came in, that's when we started seeing like people actually like doing like sophisticated farming techniques in video games. Like my buddy had a bot that he downloaded. This is like in like 1998. It was called Pindlebot, where you would just keep fighting Pindleskin over and over again to try to get drops. So this is what we're going to do, is we're going to take this fight again with this regiment. Because we need to try to get some Raider gear. So Diablo 2, it's still a good game, but not as interesting tactically. If you like tactical games, there's no comparison with Diablo 1. And then Diablo 3, sure, it was a lot of fun. Like, I played it for like a month nonstop, and then I just put it down and never played it again. And Diablo 4, I'm sure it's probably similar to Diablo 3. They changed the fundamental formula of the game. The first game wasn't about loot. It was about good engagements. And, you know, what I liked about the first game was if you didn't get good equipment, like, you had to deal with what you got. You couldn't just keep going back to, you couldn't just farm people over and over again. So, in a lot of ways, it was more interesting. And then, like I said, Diablo 2 was really about, like, just getting good builds and stuff. So, Grim Dawn is basically Diablo 2. That's what it is. That's why I don't like it, because I don't like those kind of games. If anybody would make another game like Diablo 1, I would be on cloud 9. Nobody has, though. Actually, there's one guy that made a game. I own it, but I haven't really played it. I played it for like 10 minutes, and then it seemed fine, but I wasn't that excited about playing it, so I didn't play it. It's called Tower of Kalimanovo. Okay, you can check it out. Let's wait for this guy to attack before we go in. I'm going to see if maybe we can farm this guy. He's very dangerous. He could easily kill somebody. But we need to get better helmets. Just think for a minute here. What is this guy up? 12 turns. Yeah, so anyways, that was my Diablo rant. I could say more, but I'm trying to play this game. It's not the easiest game. Trying to not suck at this game right now. I think I've played over 1,000 hours in Battle Brothers at this point. And very few games... All right, well, okay, he hit him. He hit him in the body, so I think we can just kill him. And we'll probably get the helmet. I'm going to chase this guy down, see if we can grab that crossbow. That would be nice. I can't farm this guy just because of these conscripts. Alright, so I think we got that helmet. Ooh. Let's see if we can kill this guy, grab another. If we could get 2 crossbows, that'd be big. Okay, well, we're not going to get that one. We have to try to get this one, though. We can't... Okay, nice. Maybe we got his helmet. Let me just... wait here. Alright, let me see what you guys said. Grim Dawn rocks. Too old for grinding. Yeah, I hear you. You know how I was playing Grim Dawn, which was fun for a little while? I used to do this in Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. Just only use whatever equipment you find. So it makes the game a lot harder. I just want to make sure we get the kill on this guy. Okay, nice. Alright, we got one of the crossbows. We got 2 helms, so that was perfect. Yeah, if you try to play Grim Dawn like that, I think you might enjoy it a little bit more. Let's see what else we got here. None of these guys are very good. You can see we're getting some decent helmets now, though. This flail is worth using. Let's give this guy some resolve. And I'm just going to go student on everybody at this point. So, some of these... This guy's got a nice initiative. Let's give him dodge because, well, he's got a fractured elbow. I don't know if, well, it's not permanent. We can give him dodge later, if I remember. All right, let's see here. This guy is going to be another archer. So we actually can give these guys We don't have any... Oh, we do have bolts. Okay. Can have this guy be an archer. This guy can use the sling. Just give this guy a shield here. Alright, looks like everybody has a small shield. Alright, that looks good. Forgot what I was even talking about. Let me see what you guys said here. Diablo 2, the original, still has a living community, though where I played it is modded with the Sigma mod, which has a moderately large community. Okay. Executioner, bro. One of the new backgrounds. Cool. Wind Rose isn't bad. I never heard of that one. Terraria. Isn't that like a city builder? You know, I really like games that have great combat. Turn-based combat. That's really, like, the most important thing for me. If it doesn't have that... I've played games that have real-time with pause, and I can enjoy that, too. Sandheim to the north... Not a lot of money, but it's something. It's something. We're trying to get the battle standard here. Let's do it. We have the conscripts. Maybe we'll get a good fight. Got to save up another 900 crowns. What were the other games that I was thinking about playing? I don't know if any of you guys play Heroes 3, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I played a lot of that. They have a new one that they released. It's called Olden Era. I was thinking about playing that. The only problem with that is there's a lot of guys that play Heroes 3 and they're like legitimate pros. Like legitimate pros at the old game, and then you know, the new game, they're probably going to be a lot better than me just because they're better at Heroes in general. So that would take a lot of effort for me to get good at that game, and I'm not sure that I really feel like doing that. I'm trying to save money, but I do have to get this brawler. We can't say no to a brawler. 52 with drunk is nice, because if we can remove that, he'll be 57 with a star. So this guy is good. You can see we don't have enough armor right now. I gotta take some of these crappier guys. This guy has a 20 here. Looks like we really need armor pretty bad. What is this, 10? Yeah, we gotta get armor, but I want to keep gunning for the battle standard. 3 tools isn't bad. Let's go this way. I mean, there's got to be a city around here somewhere. We haven't found any cities yet. Okay, what did you guys say here? You can look up both if you want. They're fairly popular. HOM 3 got remade, yeah. Yeah, I know. The problem with the remake, though, from what I've seen, is the AI is not good. That's a huge problem. If I'm going to play single player, if I'm going to play multiplayer, you know, I don't even know if I could get good enough to play multiplayer where anybody would care. All right, we can maybe do that. All right, this is what we want to do here. See if there's anybody worth grabbing here. Got a messenger for 200. Messenger's nice background. Could also... Let's try... I'm really trying to get this battle standard here. Let's try to do it without getting anybody. This is a good fight for us. So probably what's going to end up happening with the channel is I'm just going to play Battle Brothers because... All right, this guy's done. I'm probably just going to play Battle Brothers and just accept that it's going to be a small channel because, like, you know, I'm 43 years old. I'm doing other things in my life that I can't just sit around and play video games all day. Plus, you know, the other things that I'm doing are a lot more profitable than this. In order for this to actually be profitable enough that, like, maybe I could start taking it seriously, I would have to play another game at a very high level that people actually care about. And like I said before, I'm not sure that I really want to put in that effort. This guy's done. When you don't have armor, like, archers are really, really problematic. See, this guy has a crossbow, so he can at least hit stuff. The guy with the sling is not going to be able to hit anything. Let's try to farm this guy. I'm going to shield wall with him, and we need to start farming more armor. This guy with this sling is not going to do anything. We're going to have to give him something else, like... Yeah, I was worried about him getting punctured. But I can't let these guys sit back and just, you know, shoot arrows at us all day either. All right, he's almost done. Yeah, well, we knew that was a risk. We really need to get armor bad. Alright, he's done now. Good boy. So, you know, even Menace, I don't know how much of Menace I'm going to play. I think what I'm going to do with Menace is I'm going to start a playthrough where I'm just going to play on normal, and the goal is going to be just to learn the game. I'm not sure how many people will watch it, but if I play the game and I actually like it, then I would be more willing to commit to it. Alright, we got the 70. That's what we needed. Like, this playthrough, I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue with it. I'd like to. You know, I got really tired with the 2 playthroughs that I'm doing right now, Beast Takers and Oath Takers. No, not Beast Hunters. I just finished the Beast Hunters. You guys haven't seen that yet, but that one is done. I finished the first crisis, and I said, you know what? I've had enough. And Oath Takers is kind of getting into the late game, too. But I don't enjoy playing the late game as much in this game. It's not as interesting. This guy... Let's give him dodge. So, you know, I was thinking about doing the legendary locations, but I was just like, it's such a pain in the ass. Like, you have to find the legendary locations. You have to, a lot of them don't even appear until after you've done, you know, like you have to do the icy cave, for instance, for the hunting ground to unlock. So it's just kind of annoying, to be honest. Is the fight really that interesting against the Idjarok? I don't think so. So initially I was saying, well, I'll do it if people want me to do it. And then I'm just saying, well, I don't really care what they want because I'm just not interested in doing it, is the bottom line. I guess if people are interested in seeing those fights, you know, there's plenty of other streamers that they can watch. Let me just see how many of our guys are banged up after that one. Let's give this guy this armor for this fight. This guy's not going to be able to do much. I don't remember what it said was here, because I wasn't paying attention, actually. Two raiders and a thug. Let's see if we can see what else is here. Another raider. We have to wait. We need more thugs. Okay, this looks better now. How many raiders? 3 raiders. These two guys are not going to be able to do much. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. All right, well, that was a big, big screw up. Let's get him back here. Well, I wanted to go back, but we're not going to be able to now because I left this guy out here by himself. I hit the wrong button. So this is dangerous just because we got such a bad engage here because of this, because I screwed up with this guy. I might be able to just run away with him. Because he has decent melee defense. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to be able to run away now. Let's see what he has for melee defense. 37. I mean, that's better. It's not good, but it's better. This guy doesn't have a lot of armor. You know, I really screwed this fight up, and then... You know, this is not an easy fight. I don't have enough guys up here that have armor. What is this guy? 30? I'm going to try the same thing with him. Shield wall and see if he can get away. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Man, they got a pike too? Crap. Does this guy have a flail? No, this guy has a flail, though. We could maybe go in here with him and try and hit this guy in the head. Could also try to hit him with the pike. I think we're going to have to do that. So, if we're going to do that... This guy has dodge. He's getting 12 off dodge right now. Wow, that's a problem. We're going to have to move our lone wolf in here to try to kill this guy. I can't leave this guy up here with a pike. I'm going to wait with him in case he has to shield wall. Let's wait. When is the lone wolf up? I'm going to wait because I want this guy to go in first. This guy has a flail. Let's wait. Alright. If this guy can flail him, we might be okay. I might have to spear woe with this guy just because... there's nothing really more he can do. I'm going to leave him over here. Okay, that's a problem. This guy being here is a problem. This guy can go in and try and kill these thugs here. Okay. I have to flail this guy. 37? Come on, bro. Yeah, we're going to lose people here. I want this thug to come in. I want to kill the thug. Okay, that's good. Okay. This guy's in a whole world of pain right now. His turn is done. Let's wait. We have to kill this guy now. Wait. Okay, good. We can get our archer out of there now. This guy can try to whack him in the head again. Big kill. Big kill. Trauma. That's a funny name. Trauma. Poor guy. Run for your life, Trauma. I don't want Trauma to die. We got to get in here with these guys. They have no HP. Be ashamed for you to leave Battle. Be ashamed. No, I'm never going to leave Battle Brothers, dude. I love this game. You kidding me? But even a game that I love, like, I mean, I've been streaming now. Well, not streaming. I've been recording videos nonstop for like 2.5 months. You know, it's just a long time to just play one game over and over again. All right, I really want to kill this guy. I want to try to save his life, though. Okay, so he's safe now. This guy would be a good guy to try to farm, actually. And this guy would be a good guy to farm. See if maybe the lone wolf can farm him. Now, we can go in and try to get him to break. Okay, we got him. I don't think we can get the full surround on him, though. This guy has, I believe it's a 110. It's nighttime, so it's a little hard to see, but I think that's a 110, so we really need that. So, you know, what I was saying is I'm not going to leave Battle Brothers. Like, see how, like, I was doing the Oath Takers playthrough with the Beast Hunters? I don't want to do that anymore because it's just too confusing for me. I can't even send these guys in because they could easily get killed by this guy, but I'm going to try with Junaid. Okay, we got lucky. Well, this guy's got a 50. Maybe we can grab it. Just try to grab everything, you know? So basically what I'm saying is I wouldn't stop playing Battle Brothers. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be uploading every day, which honestly I don't even really want to do anymore. Just because of the time commitment. Like, each one of these videos is like an hour and a half. Most of the time. You know what? This guy's going to be able to run away because there's an opening over here. I didn't think of that. Well, he didn't take a lot of armor damage there, so probably not a big deal. The other thing with this game is, like I said, I love this game, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I've gotten too good at the game. It's not really that interesting anymore. Not trying to brag or anything, but I think it's true. It's just, that was one of the reasons why I was interested in doing the PvP that Hey Pashy had developed. Just because it's something fresh, you know? What day is it in the game? Day 14. All right, so we got a lot of good stuff there. That was really what we needed. A lot of these guys we don't care about. Let's give our tank the 110. These other guys, these other Ds can take... Oh, actually, I guess we have another S here. This guy can take the 90. The other S. This guy's a D. Another D. Another D. All right, so, I mean, look at all the decent armor we got off of that. Wow, we got another pike, too? That's huge. All right, so this guy is eventually going to be our archer. He can use a pike for now. +5. Very nice. He's going to need more resolve. Let's see, if we're going archer, Pathfinder is good, recover is good. Let's go Pathfinder for now. This guy will be able to help us 57 with a pike because the pike gives 10% chance to hit. Pike is very underrated. People don't realize how good the pike is. If you're up against unarmored opponents, nothing is going to do as much damage as the pike and give you as much hit chance. That's also another reason I'm a fan of the Ancient Bladed Pike, because the Ancient Bladed Pike gives you much better armor damage, and it still gives you 10% chance to hit. So we can do the same thing for this other archer. We can give him Pathfinder. Get another good helmet here. This guy could be like a good early bannerman, maybe. Wolf. Seems like a good role for him. Let's go student. I think I'm going to wrap it up soon, guys. So if you have any questions for me, any comments, any feedback for this stream, if you liked it or didn't like it or whatever. So this guy is going to be a tank, so I'm not going to continue leveling up his melee skill. He has pretty good HP. I'm going to take the initiative here. That's going to help us with dodge, and let's give him student. Okay, this guy, just a generic frontliner. Let's go Colossus. All right, so we're going to pretty close to getting the battle standard. $1774. What is this? Date of the Southeast. I don't think we quite have enough money to get the battle standard yet. We can try. We can try and see how close we can get. Okay, I guess we do have enough money. Booyah! Battle standard, baby. All right, so this guy I think is our best bannerman. Let me just take a peek at other people here. Well, he's traumatized. Trauma's traumatized. I mean, you can see how strong we are right away. I mean, we have 2 pikes and the battle standard on day 14. This is worth repairing. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'll hang around for another couple minutes if you have anything else you want to say. Easy crowns, baby. I'm going to run to the bathroom if you have any other comments. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm not sure if I'm going to play this campaign anymore. I want to see if anybody watches it. If if not a lot of people watch it, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But thanks for watching.